Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 8th. This week, we're just going to jump right in here, Taurus. You start off with this caution card. It says more going out than coming in. What's going on inside of you is triggering bad money behavior, so make sure not to spend more than you earn. You have this crossroads card. It says you will make a very important decision. Is the path you're leaning towards challenging you to grow? I would definitely do this if I were a Taurus right here. I think literally the name of the game for you, Taurus, is to lean into the opportunities that are going to be growth opportunities. These might be opportunities that, again, cause growth, are a little bit more challenging in a good way. We're not talking about like challenging, oh, I'm going to be suffering. We're talking about challenging is like maybe you have to learn something new, or maybe you have to take on more responsibilities, things like that, and yeah, it just looks to me like you're ready. I feel like you're ready to leave the nest. I swear I've said this to you before, Taurus. It's almost like, the mother bird is about to kick your ass out of the nest and you're about to, go do something else with your life. I'm not even saying that you necessarily have to change your job or your business or your career. This could be an upgrade in some way, or, it could be you have this card that says reinventing yourself. Like, there you go. So, it could just be you reinventing yourself. Like, maybe you're not completely leaving a job or changing, the job. Maybe you're just doing it in a different way, or you're upgrading it in some way, or you're getting a raise or a promotion, or, whatever the case may be. So, very interesting. I would definitely take control of your finances. It's actually, you have the Five of Pentacles here, and again, you have that other card which, would definitely, Five of Pentacles would represent needing to keep an eye on your finances. But the rest of the reading is amazing. You have the Ace of Pentacles, you have this Seven of Pentacles. So again, this kind of gives me more the feelings of, I know what this is. This is wanting to do something, but not being able to because you don't have the money is what this is. So, that obviously take it how it resonates. For some of you, you're probably, if you're balling, then this message isn't for you, this part of the message. But, again, if I feel for some of you, this is like having a desire to make a change or to do something and being like, oh, I don't have the resources. I feel the Emperor is encouraging you to take control. And I do feel like the Emperor is saying you will. You will have the resources. I think that there is an opportunity that's coming in for you, Ace of Pentacles next, that is meant to help you get to where you're wanting to go. So there is like a step, if that makes sense. I think that you have your mind on something, like maybe you're like, oh, I want to start a business, or I want to move, or I want to travel, or I want this thing or that thing. But maybe this is the frustration of not having the resources to get it, right? The Five of Pentacles. And I really feel the Ace of Pentacles next to the Emperor is saying there's an opportunity coming for you. You're going to have to stretch to get it. With that crossroads card, it's going to be something that's going to require you to grow as far as like self-education or, any of the things that I listed, but it will get you to where you want to go. So, I don't feel too bad about this Five of Pentacles. And also the other thing is going this way. This to me definitely says that there is a big change in your finances. Seven of Cups is a change in direction. The Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. The Six of Cups I look at as a gift from the universe. Sometimes I feel that the Six of Cups can say you've been trying to do something for a long time, it hasn't been working, and the Six of Cups can represent a turnaround, which it basically says that you can try again and something will work again. You have the High Priestess here. Definitely need to trust your intuition. I just want to look at what else is going on here, but I definitely feel you need to trust your intuition. The other thing about the High Priestess is that she says that the sky is the limit. There are no limits to what she can accomplish. So she has no roof over her head, and it literally represents the fact that there's nothing that she can't accomplish, or there are no limits. I think something people forget about, everybody reads the High Priestess, so like intuition, mystery, secrets, things like that. But really, the High Priestess traditionally was a card of potential. She traditionally represented unlimited potential. So, I feel for a lot of you, and of course, intuition and all that other stuff, of course. But, she really represents potential. So I feel like you need to, be able to see the potential and an opportunity that could exist for you. And it is the Ace of Pentacles. We're going to see what that is in a minute. With the Emperor, you have the King of Wands. Definitely could be a fire sign if you are wanting love. Fire's been all up in your business, Taurus. So if you want love, definitely could be a fire sign. I also feel that this could be a very visionary idea. Like you could be getting an idea with that Ace of Pentacles that no one has ever done before or is very unique. We have Uranus in your sign. It's like I think everybody right now is thinking, oh, Pluto and Aquarius is innovation, right? That's what most people say, right? But Uranus and Taurus is incredibly innovative. So, and I've been saying this to you for like since Uranus went into Taurus and also Jupiter as well. So as far as I'm concerned, that energy is definitely very innovative. There's a lot of like opportunity because of it. And, I would say that any ideas you have for your future, again, the King of Wands is the card of foresight. He like sees the future. He, is able to kind of, he's like a visionary, So I feel for a lot of you that you need to kind of, you listen to those future ideas. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Cups here. You have the Seven of Cups twice. Seven of Cups is about being spoiled for choice. So I kind of feel that this is saying you need to make a choice, though. You have two sevens together here, even though it's the same, and then two sevens here. Two sevens to me represents internal fears that don't exist. So I feel that there could be some fears that are preventing you from like having the things you want or preventing you from moving forward. With the High Priestess, you have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a card of success, growth, abundance. I feel like there is a lot of success coming in for you, or you are moving very quickly towards success with this Six of Wands energy. So I really like to see this for you. I also feel that you're making a lot of progress. I don't really look at this as a card of progress, but for some reason, the Six of Wands, it is popping into my head as progress. Like you're making progress on something, or you're progressing towards something that you desire as well. Maybe you have learned a lot like over the last like couple of years, and that, the fact that you've been learning so much, it could be broadening your horizons, opening up opportunity. You have this card that says it is what it is. You also have this Roots of Abundance card. Love it. This Ace of Pentacles opportunity is going to be very abundant for you, or it's going to increase your abundance. I kind of feel like you need to go through that doorway right there on this it is what it is card. I feel this card is saying that, that there is, we even see, I'll show you here. We even see kind of a portal right here. On the Ace of Pentacles, this archway with these mountains. Mountains in the tarot represent challenges, but they also represent achievements. It's like, yes, climbing a mountain is a challenge. You have that Crossroads card, which literally says, pick the challenge. Basically, pick the thing that's going to cause you to grow. If you climb a mountain, your legs are probably going to grow. Unless you crawl your ass up there, then your legs and your arms are going to grow, right? And so what I would say is that where do we get the best views? At the top of mountains. It's like there is an opportunity coming in for you. I'm telling you right now, and it might be a little bit of a challenge, not like in a bad way, in a good way. It's going to cause growth. It's going to cause education. It's maybe a little bit of a challenge because maybe it's a new job opportunity. Maybe you have to quit your job, right? Maybe you have a job that you like, but there's like another one that's going to lead to more growth and abundance, or whatever the case may be. So I kind of get that feeling here with the Ace of Pentacles. I also feel that some of you, this is kind of like saying that you have to go through this portal to be very successful. The Ace of Pentacles is very Uranus, Jupiter, and Taurus, as far as I'm concerned, because we have to nurture the Ace of Pentacles. We have to, put in the work to make it grow. It is just an opportunity. That's all it is. So, and not only that, it is also a card of potential, just like the High Priestess. So, we have to extract the potential based off of like how we nurture the Ace of Pentacles into existence. You have the Six of Cups, which is a turnaround, like I said. This could be love. I do see love here, right here. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Page of Wands. Could be a water sign or a fire sign. I'm definitely leaning more towards fire because you always have fire with me. So, definitely could be a very fiery person at the very least. But, the Six of Cups to me can represent a soulmate. I do not read the Six of Cups. Everybody always asks, like, why is that my ex? I'm like, no. If you read any of the old tarot books, like Golden Tarot, for example, says do not go back to the past, specifically on the Six of Cups. So, as far as I'm concerned, it is not a card of going back to the past. It's a card of thinking about the past, but it is not a card of going back to the past. And the other thing I would say is that, again, I think it's just a soulmate that's coming in for you. You have the Seven of Cups here. Seven of Cups is about being spoiled for choice. I do think you have like a lot of more options on how you can accomplish something. I say that because we go Page of Cups to the Moon. The Moon is showing up in the area of the good stuff. So the Moon is going to be good no matter what. I personally like the Moon anyway, but what I would say is that you could be trying to accomplish a goal, wish, or a dream at this time. And I just feel the Seven of Cups is saying like stay flexible in how you how you approach that dream. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Swords here. Like, I feel like you need to get out of the I can't do this type of thing here. I feel that, you might have an opportunity that is going to require you to stretch a little bit. And I feel you need to realize that, again, that you can do it. I really feel you need to believe in yourself here, Taurus. You will be able to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. And yeah, that's what I'll say there. With the Six of Cups, you have the Hierophant. For some reason, I thought you had the Hierophant twice here, but I guess not. But anyway, you have the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Some of you could be meeting a person that you will marry in the future. The Hierophant, he is also the bridge between the heavens and the earth. And whenever I have the Hierophant and the Moon, to me, is a card of fantasies and illusions, mysteries. But the Moon represents something that needs to be brought back down to earth. The Moon is like that crazy fantasy dream that you have, and I always look at it as something that needs to be manifested. Nowhere on the Moon does it say stop, I know, like, some people read the Moon like it's saying, like, oh, don't do this or don't go in this direction, which is fine, but, really, there's a path straight down the middle of the Moon to those mountains. So, I would not stop. I would keep pushing. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Six of Pentacles here. I really do feel like you need to get out of situations where you're not getting your value. Like, it's almost like you need to look at your value or, what you bring to the table in all situations in your life. And I feel like you need to make sure that they are equal, or that you're getting like at least what you put into them. It almost feels separate to the message that I'm getting here. But again, I think you need to make sure you're getting your value. That could include like needing to raise your prices, needing to, charge more money, do whatever. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this card that says good luck sometimes comes disguised as bad luck. Five of Pentacles, this crossroads thing with the other thing there, whatever it said. What did it say? It said caution, needing to keep an eye on your finances, right? You have this card that says you will be surrounded by people with different agendas. It may scare you away, but fight this. You got this. Yes, definitely. I definitely feel that this is saying there's something you need to push through, right? It could be, but I feel it's like the belief in yourself, believing that you can accomplish something, believing that you deserve something, believing that you deserve to be in a situation. And I really feel you need to push past those parts of yourself that tell you can't, right? And yeah, it's just that simple. You have the Page of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles here. The Page of Wands is about going on an adventure, having fun in your life. So I feel for some of you, you need to go on an adventure. Everybody's had the Page of Wands this week. And again, it is a card of going on it. I basically have said to everyone this week that it's time for adventure. This could be an adventure of your mind. It could be a literal adventure. It could just be learning something new, starting a business, writing a book, starting a YouTube channel, doing whatever you want to do, right? Starting a hobby. Those are all adventures. And learning how to cook, learning how to dance, like whatever the hell you want to do. I don't care. I would pick one thing and do it. And I think it'll lead to a lot of benefits in your life. You have the Page of Cups. So this strikes me as new love, by the way. So I feel like there could be a new person coming in for you here. I feel it's like a mystery. We go this way up to the Moon card. So if you don't have love already, I feel if you do, you could be getting married to that person, by the way. If you don't have a person, I feel like the mystery is like, how are you going to be with this person, or something like that is popping into my head with the Moon. I've definitely said this to you before. This always gives me the vibes of something long distance, or, maybe there's like some sort of rule or something that exists where you can't date this person. I don't know, but there's like some sort of blockage, but I think you'll easily be able to overcome the blockage. You have these Seven of Pentacles. This is the change that's happening in your work life. So I feel you've gotten everything that you can out of the situation that you're in. And again, I'm not saying you're like going to quit your job or you're going to quit your business or anything, but I do think you are going to grow it in some way. The Seven of Pentacles says like, okay, I've been, growing this thing this way for a very long period of time, but how do I take it to the next level? How do I upgrade it? How do I, make it better? Or how do I get more from it? Or how do I become more efficient? All those questions. And so, he's been growing the same thing for too long, the seven Pentacles, and he's like, maybe there's something else I could grow that's better. And so I feel a lot of you are going to be really changing stuff up, not only this week, but this year. I really think this could be a year where you're really, it is an 8-year, infinity. You put energy into something, what do you get out of it, right? And so I really feel you could be weighing up the energy, which we saw here with the Six of Pentacles, and you could be saying like, how do I get the most out of what I'm doing? And so love it. With the Page of Wands, you have the Four of Cups here. I love this Four of Cups. This Four of Cups, there's 3 cups pouring into 1 cup. So I feel like if you are looking for love, you could be attracting a real solid connection that really pours into you. If you're not looking for love, and even if you are, I also feel this is something that you're about to be doing. Again, it's funny because whenever I say that, like, oh, get a hobby or do something like that, people are always like, why are hobbies important? I'm like, so you can get out of your head. It's like, some of my best ideas come from like when I'm enjoying one of my hobbies, getting out of my head, not thinking about working 24/7 and all that other stuff, right? It's like, that's when the solutions come, when you are doing something where you're like in that flow state. But how do you get in that flow state? You can't do it working. working. Some people get into flow state working, but for the most part, you need to get out of your head. You need to do something that's fun, enjoyable, that you love doing, that you could do all day long, right? And it's like when we get into those states, that is why I think people need to do more of their hobbies, have fun, or schedule fun if you need to into your life. Because again, that's where you get the best solutions. With the Page of Cups, you have the Seven of Pentacles here. You have the Seven of Pentacles twice, Seven of Cups twice. Definitely some fears you have to release. Seven of Pentacles also could say, like, is it worth it? Some of you might be asking, is love worth it? If you've put a lot of energy into love or been working on love, you could be saying, like, is it even worth it? To be with a person, or is it even worth it to, date a person or whatever? I think it is worth it, just so you know, but, there you go. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It's a card that says when you know that something is for you, then it's for you. It's also a card of drawing a line in the sand. I feel like, again, with the Six of Pentacles here and the Seven of Wands, I feel that you're looking at any situation that comes your way and you're saying, I need to get this much from it or I'm not going to do it. That's like the type of line in the sand that you're drawing. It's almost like you're sticking up for your own standards or something like that is what I'm getting. You have, in the area of the good stuff, you have this card that says, care is required. Guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes. Again, this is showing up in the good stuff, so it's going to be good no matter what, but definitely look out for that stuff. You have this card that says, reinvent yourself. It says, a transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease on life. Yes, definitely a big transformation. I think all earth signs are transforming right now. You have the Moon, the Four of Wands, and the Hermit. The Moon showing up in the good stuff, again, would kind of represent bringing one of your wilder, crazier ideas down to earth. So whatever you are thinking about doing in your life or whatever you're thinking about creating, doing, being, or having, like now is the time, is what this is saying to me. I feel there's like a lot of good stuff, a lot of benefits, a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of successes coming in for you here. I feel like there's a lot of, growth and happiness and, but there's something about bringing things down to earth. The Moon, to me, also represents balancing your wild side with your domestic side. There's like this dog here and this wolf or coyote, whatever you prefer, I don't care, right there. And, to me, it can, sometimes when the Moon comes up, to me, it represents needing to balance your domestic side with your wild side, needing to balance working all day with having a little bit of fun, right? So there you go. You have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, of course, could be marriage. I do feel like some of you could be meeting someone who you will marry, or you could be meeting someone where there is a lot of marriage potential. So, like, again, you don't have to marry anyone, but I feel like some of you are meeting a person. I'm also getting travel here. So, like, if you're traveling or something, you could be meeting a person while you travel, or you could be meeting someone on your travels. I also feel that there are celebrations coming up. You have a lot to look forward to this year. I really feel that for you, Taurus. I really haven't felt like that type of energy for anyone else. So, I think that you have a lot to work forward to as far as like having a good time, celebrating. I think that it's actually going to be a pretty good year for most people if they put the work in. 8 year, it's an 8 year. We have to put the work in. So if you do that, if you become more like, do all the things that I preach constantly, which is to become more efficient, learn as much as you possibly can, you will have an amazing year. If you don't, then you won't. So it's just that simple. Tarot can't make anything happen for you, but, what I would say is I kind of just see maybe like a little bit more celebration energy, things going a little bit more your way. You have this Hermit. Some of you could be getting together with a Virgo, or you could have a Virgo in your life. The Hermit also says that you've been through, you've learned a lot. I think you need to look at how much you've learned. I'm pretty sure I said it to you in your last reading. If I were a Taurus, I would literally write down every single thing that, all the wins you've had, all the things that you've accomplished, because I think you need to see, it's like you need that perspective, because I think what you're about to do could be a little bit harder in your life, but not in a bad way. We're talking about in a good way. You have that Crossroads card. It's like, these challenges are going to cause you to grow, but also probably lead to more rewards. And I feel that if you just look at all the things that you've accomplished and done in your life, you'll be like, oh, this is nothing. This is going to be a breeze. With the Moon card, you have the Queen of Swords. Yes, I think you see clearly now as well. The Moon is, kind of darkness. And then, the Moon comes up, the Moon goes down, the Sun comes up. So, the Moon is a temporary period of time. I think this is saying that you are seeing things clearly. With the Four of Wands, you have the Four Swords. Yeah, time of resting, relaxing, recovering. Make sure to balance it out. Like I was getting that. Balance work with play. Balance, make sure you're getting rest and recovering and all that other stuff. With the Hermit, you have the Justice card. Yeah, things are balancing out in your life, and you could be receiving justice as well. If you are dealing with something legal, this could be like justice coming in for you, absolutely. So let's see what is going on for you. You have this teardrops card. It says great personal sorrow. I think you're healing from something. So again, if you've had sadness or if things have been frustrating, remember we're talking about that frustration energy at the beginning of the reading. I think it's more frustration. It's not so much sorrow, right? You have this older man card. It says dealings with relationships with an older man. I always clarify these cards. You have this tortoise card. It says slowly but surely getting ahead. Some of you could be, it doesn't have to be a man, it could be whatever gender, but you could be interested in an older person in love. And, I feel like you're kind of like going to be moving towards this person or whatever. So there you go. I like it. You have this hammock. It says taking a vacation physically or mentally. So definitely, I feel some of you need a vacation or you need to take a break. Four Swords, make sure you're resting, relaxing, recovering. You have this protection card. It says, or dog card says protection from a powerful friend. You could be protected at this time. And you have this pig card. It says beware of greed. Yeah, I'd be careful of any like weird greedy situations with people. I was kind of getting that here. Something about that. You have the Five of Pentacles. It's like a good card, but like I would be careful of getting into any weird greedy situations. But other than that, looks really amazing. Looks really good. So I love this. I think there's a ton of abundance coming in for you here. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.